Hello. Today I want to do a little tabletop review of my Savage Model 42. This is a 22 long rifle over 410 combination gun. They were introduced this year, 2013, and they're now offered in a 22 Magnum and 410 version. The basics on the gun is it features 20-inch barrels, matte black finish on a plastic stocks, blued barrels, and overall length is about 38 inches, weight's about 6 pounds. I've had this gun about 6 months now, and when I first got it I had quite a bit of reservation on it, and as I've been shooting it, it's really gotten to grow on me. I've become quite fond of this little gun. Basic functioning on it: this lever in front of the trigger guard will open the action. There is a manual extractor. Kick out the empties on both the 22 and 410. Has a crossbolt safety. Push off to the right for safe, off to the left for fire. There is a selector located on the top of the hammer. Push it down to fire the shotgun barrel. Pull it up to fire the rimfire barrel. This of course has to be manually cocked for each shot. Gun features fairly rudimentary sights, and I had to do some work on them to get this gun to shoot to point aim, point of impact. When I first got it, it was really well centered on the shotgun barrel, and I couldn't hit anything at all with the 22 barrel. It's shooting way too high. So what I ended up doing was cutting the notch lower in the rear sight and then test shooting until I got it to regulate. You hold it down at the bottom of the sight for the 22. You hold it up at the top of the sight for the 410. Windage adjustments are accomplished by loosening this screw right here and then wiggling the sight back and forth whichever way you need to go. I found that I didn't need to do that on my particular gun. It was centered just fine. Windage was perfect. Elevation's accomplished with this little Allen screw. You screw it down to raise the sight up, bring your point of impact up, screw it down to lower the sight. It does come fitted with sling swivels, studs. You have to add sling swivels. I got a set of heavy duty mil-spec swivels on there because I'm using an 1¼ inch sling. I intend to replace these with something a little more lightweight future. I'm going to stick with the sling. This is a simple M16 silent sling. Works fine, doesn't add any real weight to the weapon. I've added a little buttstock storage pouch here onto the gun. Nothing fancy. It's just a little bit of Velcro tape on the stock, a little bit of Velcro tape on the back of the pouch. Holds in there pretty securely. If you want a little bit more, you can run some 1/4 inch screws in there and they'll really seal it up where the pouch won't fall off. There's no way it'll come off of there. And this particular pouch, no name brand, really you can use anything you want that'll work on the stock. I just keep some 410s, a pocket knife, strike anywhere matches, and a little sack with some 22 rimfire rounds in it. As far as the rounds go, I fired a number of different cartridges in this gun. Let me set this thing down here. Whole bunch of different 410 stuff, from conventional hunting ammunition, slugs in both 2.5 inch and 3 inch. I have tried all of these personal defense loads, buckshot loads, personal defenders. This stuff was originally designed for the Smith & Wesson and Taurus 410-45 Colt revolvers, and all of this stuff works amazingly well in the gun. I was impressed. It is the manual says it has an open choke on it. I tend to think it's more of a taper choke board. You'll get a modified type pattern. I'm getting anywhere from 50% to 70% at 30 yards with the gun, which is plenty good. 22 barrel accurate enough for hunting. I wouldn't call it match grade, but it's certainly capable of grouping well. And generally, once you get the gun sighted in, you'll be able to hit small game using either the rifle or shotgun barrel. With very easy to use. So that about covers it. I think if you're looking for a gun that you need for just general purpose use, plinking, having fun, hunting, farm gun, this is an excellent little value. They are not cheap though. The suggested retail on the gun from the manufacturer is $480. I paid $420 for this one with the tax and all the happy stuff included. So it's not an inexpensive gun, but they're worth it in the end. If you think you buy one single shot .22 rifle at a couple $100 and you buy a single barrel shotgun at a couple $100, you're still going to have $400 in the two guns. And this offers a little more versatility in giving you the two guns basically squashed together. So if you're thinking about getting one of these, I recommend it. I recommend that you definitely test fire the gun, get your sights regulated. I don't recommend it you try putting a scope on it. Just this is really about a 35-yard maximum range gun. That's what it's useful for. It's what it's designed for. I don't see any reason to put a scope on it. And because of the spacing on the barrels and the regulation issue of the sights, I don't think you're going to get a scope or a dot type optic to regulate correctly between the two. You'll have to use a lot of Kentucky elevation to get the two of them to work as a pair. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this review, and thank you for watching.